Locals and visitors alike woke up this weekend to the sight of large brown mats of sargassum washed ashore, disrupting beachgoers. Officials from the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority on Sunday conducted an emergency cleanup operation. The sudden flood of sargassum is not only a blow to the island's natural beauty, but also poses challenges for marine life and local businesses, especially hotels and vendors who rely on continuous beach access. GBN returned to the Grand Anse beach Monday morning, where cleanup efforts continued. With the shifting tide, some of the seaweeds were retrieved by the waves, and beachgoers can once again enjoy the waters. Andy Andrew, maintenance manager at Spice Island Beach Resort, shared some details about their method of removal.
We would have this seaweed coming in on the eastern side of the island. Earlier on this year we had one portion, but over the weekend we had a massive influx of those seaweeds. We tried to get it cleaned up manually as usually, but the effort was in vain because the tide was high and there was still seaweed in the water. So we approached to go the mechanical way, which is the tractor, right? On arriving this morning, what I realized is that it seems like the sea would have retained some of the seaweeds, but on closer inspection we realized that it was only covered by the tide with the sand. So hence the tractor is trying its best to clear out the area. Normally we would engage those projects even before the ministry would send assistance, because of course the comfort of our guests is 100% important.
Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Kieran James, explained some of the immediate and long-term plans to address the influx of sargassum.
As you know, the ministry have been doing a two-phased approach. The first phase is, of course, to deal with the seasonal influx of sargassum, not only on the southern part of the island, but on the eastern part as well. We have recently wrapped up that cleanup. As you know, today we have seen an influx on the southern part Grand Anse beach. So currently, as we speak, the team are outside with the Solid Waste Management Authority doing the cleanup there on shore. Ultimately, the goal for us to dealing with the influx of sargassum is to ensure that we can catch it offshore. So we have been testing quite a number of different technologies that exist. Through the conference that was held last year as well, we have seen different types of technologies, and so we are going to tailor that down and narrow that down to ensuring that we get one of the best models possible to deal with before it comes on shore, before it becomes an issue. Second to that, we are also trying to see how we can monetize the sargassum. That's what the sargassum valorization is all about.
In the meantime, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell said they are monitoring the situation closely and exploring long-term mitigation strategies.
We are part of a regional approach to try and see how we can address the challenge. There's a lot of work to do, requires a lot of technical studies, as well as a lot of capital for us to be able to address this. But the truth is, unless we can address it in the ocean, it's going to be possible to stop it from coming to the shores. So all I can say is that this stage we will continue doing the clean up as much as we can and continue working on a larger strategic vision to see how we can address it and to turn it into an asset rather than a liability.
Marine experts suggest the bloom may be linked to warming sea temperatures and changing ocean currents, phenomena increasingly tied to climate change. Christina John, GBN News.